What is going on, everybody? Welcome aboard. My name is Clifton Pope, and I'm just your friendly ISA certified personal trainer, nutritionist, exercise transformation specialist, podcaster, host of the HFWB podcast series, which is on Apple, Spotify podcasts, and on Rumble. And I am also an author. I have a book out called The Fitness Mirage. Excuse me. I have a new book out that called The Fitness Mirage, which you can get on Amazon in paperback ebook, along with a bunch of other books that I have written as well. They're all available on my Amazon profile, author profile. And other than that, welcome aboard to, of course, my YouTube channel at CP Holistic FM. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you could stay in tune with how we can achieve more spiritual enlightenment within the course of our life. So I want to talk about today how to quiet your mind without escaping your life. Because what if, you got to love always asking what if. What if you can quiet your mind without disappearing from your responsibilities? Wouldn't we all love to do that? Because you don't necessarily need to run away or take a vacation for a couple of months or wait for life to become perfectly peaceful. You just simply need to learn how to create small moments of stillness inside the life you already have, becoming one with the stillness and the awareness not only within us but all around us, being more mindful, present in the moment, because that's what makes every single day a gift within itself. At least that's what I've been realizing more than ever, because if your mind is constantly racing, and mine can be at times too, or replaying yesterday, worrying about tomorrow, and struggling to stay present, this video is for you. So that's what we're going to talk about: how to quiet your mind and how to escape your life through things like I've talked about before: mindful breathing, body awareness, attentional movement, attention boundaries, and simple daily resets. So we're going to dive right into this: why your mind feels so loud. Here's what I've noticed. Many people believe they have a busy mind because they are weak, distracted, or unable to relax, but your mind may be loud because it is overloaded with constant input, notifications, emails, phone calls, financial stuff, family concerns, difficult conversations you don't want to have, an endless stream of information that's constantly flowing in. You don't know what to do with it, and our brains are designed to notice problems and prepare for potential threats. And it can be helpful in short bursts, but when the alarm system never turns off, your thoughts begin to feel like nonstop. And then that's what increases the chances of you being able to focus on a regular basis, which could lead to things like emotional eating, or always constantly checking your phone, doom scrolling, and that could lead to poor sleep at night. Because, and of course, all these things that I'm talking about, the goal is simply just to get rid of all of that, not to eliminate every thought. Of course, this is the goal: not to eliminate every thought, but because that's not realistic. The goal is to change your relationship with your thoughts so they no longer control every moment, because not every thought needs attention. Look at it like that. You can name the thought. If a thought appears, name it a worry, a memory, assumption, planning thought, fear talking, truth speaking, stuff like that. Notice the thought. Like I said, name the thought. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold your breath for 3 to 5 seconds. Exhale through your nose for 3 to 5 seconds. And then just kind of just repeat that process. Do like a little bit of a 60-minute breath reset. That's one way you can kind of just tell yourself, as you inhale through your nose, like tell yourself, I'm here. And when you exhale through the nose or mouth, I can slow down and the moment is enough. Because you're not escaping your life. You're giving your body a brief opportunity to basically stop reacting and start responding strategically and effectively. And, just simply return to the body. I've mentioned this before. Do like a 60-second body scan. kind of close your eyes or soften your gaze and kind of just scan yourself from the roots of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head, kind of going through all seven chakras from the root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, up to the crown chakra. Notice any tension and stress within those areas, release it all, let it all go, because you do not need to fix anything and anything at all. You just have to notice sometimes what's happening in your body right now. Notice the tension, fatigue, the calm, and maybe not even anything at first. And all of that's okay because it's all about just, again, being one with the stillness and the awareness from within yourself and all around you. That is what counts most importantly. Another thing that you could also do is you could implement some movement to help process the mental noise. I mean, I know I like to do that. That's why I always like to go on runs all the time because something about going on a run just helps you escape reality and it allows you to tune into that runner's high and it just nothing else matters except the distance in front of you and it allows me personally to process all the mental noise and it definitely helps out, throw on a little I even throw on a podcast, for example, while I go for my runs majority of the time. That way I can at least be processing information and learning something new, training my mind as my body is following through the power of movement because that's power in motion without a doubt. But if you don't run, if you're not a regular runner on a regular basis, maybe for instance, if you're working at home, you could always walk to another room with the same awareness. If you're preparing dinner, you could notice the movement of your hands and feelings of your feet on the floor, just being more mindful and present within the moment because mindfulness is not limited to a meditation cushion. You could practice mindfulness literally, like I said, from cooking, folding clothes, walking the dog, making coffee, stretching, or even completing a workout. It's literally mindfulness is really all about just being present in the moment. And I said this before, and I'm going to say this again being one with the stillness and the awareness within you and all around you. And another way you can do this is also create some attention boundaries, like I mentioned earlier. Um, Create like one small technology boundary. Like, for instance, I mean, this is something we could all practice, myself included. Starting off the first 10 to 15 minutes without touching your phone, just laying down, being still for a moment, something that I've been working on where I'm not automatically reaching for my phone. Like, I'll probably just wake up and then I'll just probably just lay in bed for a little bit, maybe for about, even if it's just for a couple of minutes without having to check your phone. That's a starting point, and then build your way up to 5 to 10 minutes. Again, that's something I'm working on. You can do too. Not having your phone around you while you're eating or while you're winding down, going on like, maybe a walk without even having your phone. Like, for instance, going down, if you live by a park, go walk down the street to your park around your neighborhood without having your phone on you and just embrace the present moment, stuff like that. All I'm saying is this, you don't have to necessarily eliminate technology out of your life completely. Just stop allowing every notification to decide where your attention goes and basically just protect your overall attention because that's one of your most valuable resources. And when you protect it, you focus a lot better, you're more patient, and you have a stronger sense of presence as far as, again, just being present in the moment. And even if you just start with just like 3 to 5 minutes and then build that up from 5 to 10 minutes, baby steps, everyone. Crawl before you walk, walk before you run before you sprint. And that's how we can release it all, release ourselves within the day. And good way to wind down for the evening, do some self care examination. Ask yourself questions like, where did I go wrong? What could I do better? And how did I get better? How did I practice showing or spreading love or self-discipline and protecting your peace? All of those things. Just Write stuff like that down within your self-care evening examination, something that I've been doing a lot lately, and it allows you to kind of reflect on the overall day a whole lot more. That way you could find room for improvement and continue to grow through what you go through. Or incorporate that into your prayer, incorporate that into your meditation, incorporate that into your moment of silence or whatever helps you feel more spiritually and creatively recentered to where you return back home to the neighborhood that's within you. Because don't forget, y'all, the kingdom of heaven is within you and it's all around you at the same time. So, as I wind things down, I want to kind of give you a little bit of a simple daily mindfulness plan for you to practice, just to kind of give you a little bit of a basic overview. So, here's a practical routine that you can use without changing your whole life. For instance, when you wake up in the morning, instead of reaching for your phone, take 3 breaths in through your nose for 3 to 5 seconds and hold your breath for 3 to 5 seconds and exhale slowly for 3 to 5 seconds. Do that before you check your phone. That's a great starting point. Midday, pause for just a minute or two, do a quick little body scan. Close your eyes, soften your gaze, scan yourself from the crown of your head down to the roots of your feet. Relax yourself, notice any tension and stress, and just quickly release it and dive back into the day. That's during the midday. During like your movement, like whether you're walking, running, working out, exercising, lifting weights, whatever cardio, feel your steps, your breath, and your overall posture and become one with the movement. Another thing you could do before eating, ask yourself, am I hungry, stressed, tired, or on autopilot? That's a good one right there. And again, in the evening, like I mentioned earlier, write 3 lines about what you are feeling and what you are releasing. That's all you really need to get started and begin, because you do not need to become perfectly calm. You're basically training your attention to return back to where it belongs within you. Every time your mind wanders and you gently bring it back, that's a repetition within itself. Every time you pause before reacting, that's progress. Every time you choose presence over autopilot, you're building a new pattern. There you go. So, to close things out, you do not have to escape your life to find moments of peace. You could begin with one breath, one pause, one mindful step, one honest reflection, one small boundary. Your responsibilities may still be there, but your relationships with them can change, will change, and also must change. That way, we can become more grounded while still working, more present while still parenting, more peaceful while still pursuing your goals. And yes, that is how we could simply, that is how basically we can simply just quiet our mind without escaping your life whatsoever. And if you want to, of course, continue to support in integrating mindfulness, movement, breath work, and healthier habits into your daily life, whether it's in person, virtually, that is the purpose of the HFWB Exercise Transformation Program by yours truly, your ISA certified exercise transformation specialist, Clifton Pope. And the program, like I mentioned, is focused on the whole person, body through intentional movement, mind through focus and stress management practices, spirit through reflection, purpose, prayer, or meditation. And you can reach out to me for a free consultation, 361-765-4760, or email me lowercase, all lowercase, C Pope, CPOPE dot CP at gmail.com. That's CPOPE.CP@gmail.com. 361-765-4760. Call me, text me, email me. We'll set up a free consultation so we can get you situated with the HFWB Exercise Transformation Program, customized just for you. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, share it with someone whose mind has been running nonstop. And remember, y'all, you do not need to escape your life to quiet your mind. You could begin right where you are. Just take one slow breath in, one slow breath out, and return to yourself. That's all you got to do, baby. Peace, love, and I'll see you on the next video.